This is called The Work Still Ahead, and I just wrote and added some pieces while listening to that conversation, so it's a little fresh. "250 years. America still arriving, still introducing itself, still carrying luggage it pretends belongs to someone else. Today, we gather inside Fanueil Hall, a room where history argues with its own reflection. Named for a man who traded in human lives, remembered for voices that insisted human lives could never be property. Perhaps that is America. A house forever renovating its own foundation while standing inside it. How do we honor what was 1 year without forgetting what paid the admission? Maybe memory isn't a museum. Maybe it's a muscle. If we stop using it, someone else will decide what it remembers. History rarely arrives wearing a famous name. It comes disguised as a neighbor, a teacher, a father, an author, someone who signs one more petition, knocks on one more door, stands in one more meeting, believing small acts can bend large centuries. Revolution, it turns out, has always depended on ordinary hands. So what is a 250th anniversary? Not a birthday, a checkpoint, a moment, to ask whether that promise has grown larger than the myth, whether liberty has finally learned everyone's name. The struggle now is over memory itself. Some erase, others recover. Some build monuments, others build truth. Boston writes history back onto its sidewalks, reminding us that every street has been speaking long before we learned how to listen. And what do we leave the next generation? Not certainty, not innocence, a compass, the courage to question without surrendering, to love a country enough to tell it the truth. Because cynicism is a locked door, responsibility is a key. Perhaps that is the American project, not reaching perfection, but refusing to abandon the work. 250 years later, the revolution is no longer asking what kind of nation we inherited. It is asking what kind of ancestors we intend to become.